Hey y'all, I am Queen. If you like the content, make sure you thumbs up the video, share it, like it, subscribe, all that good stuff. Okay, y'all, this right here is something else. I look, I'm really trying to stay off of this, but I don't feel like black folks is gonna give me a break. I just don't feel like they are. Now, I found this very interesting article on the Business Insider about Kanye. Everybody who has been paying attention and know what is going on, Kanye have been in the blogs, the news, on television, all over the damn place, acting a damn fool lately. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's in his DNA. Who knows? Okay? But I had to come on here and talk about this, honey. I'm just gonna read y'all the article, okay? It's on the Business Insider, all right. But I'm finna read this to y'all. And listen, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to control myself and not talk in the middle of this video, but look. The title of this article is Kanye West said the IRS put a $75 million hold on 4 of his accounts because he owes $50 million in taxes. Y'all see where I'm going with this, right? Just the title. Just the damn title. Okay? We already know where this is going. Okay? We already know. All right. So on a podcast on Monday, Kanye West said the IRS put a $75 million hold on 4 of his accounts. The rapper said, excuse me, he owes around $50 million in taxes. He's now estimated to be worth around $400 million, a massive drop for the one-time billionaire. Ye, the rapper formerly known as Kanye West, says the Internal Revenue Service has put a $75 million hold on his accounts. Ye talked about his financial situation during a Monday night episode of the right-wing Timcast IRL podcast that also featured white nationalist Nick Fuentes and alt-right figure Milo, I can't say this person's name, Yianna Polis. Speaking to host Tim Pool, Ye said his finance people told him he is going to have to pay a lot of taxes. I'm talking about literally finding out that they were trying to put me in prison this morning, the rapper said. But I found out, okay, so they froze. They put a $75 million hold on 4 of my accounts. And then they said, you owe a lot of taxes. Took me like 6 hours to find out how much. A lot. Was it? Well, around 50 million, Ye said. He said he was obviously not the most financially literate. A billionaire. He's not the most financially literate is what he admitted. He said he was obviously not the most financially literate person on the planet and added that he went around to the different CFOs involved in his businesses to find out if not paying taxes would be tax evasion. So now this is quote, okay? So now I get to actually learn how to run a company. I get to learn how to, to count, really. Ye said of his finances. Quote, it's like I didn't even know where to put the money. How about it into your community? I mean, is that not the obvious answer? But this man, this genius that everybody's saying is a genius, this man that wants to run for the president of the United States, this man who was worth at one time nearly $2 billion is now admitting that he's not the most financially literate. he didn't even know what to do with his money. Now he gets to learn how to, in his words, count. On Monday's episode of the podcast, which Ye later walked off of in a huff when Poole questioned an anti-Semitic comment he made, the rapper said he was trying to buy his own bank and wondered aloud if he could run for president from jail. Ye said in November that he was running for president again after a failed bid in 2020. He has not filed the paperwork to do so. At one point during the podcast, the rapper said God is, quote, breaking him down by, quote, removing all his riches, but that his children will be fine because his, quote, baby mama, Kim Kardashian, has money. I'm sorry, that's your ex-wife. You don't get to label her a baby mama just because she divorced your ass. That's your ex-wife, bro. You don't get to call her a baby mama. I know you want to, but you can't do that. Sorry, buddy. It doesn't work that way. Okay? A baby mama is somebody who had your baby and you never married them. When you marry them and you divorce, she's your ex-wife. It's just how it works. Okay? Ye has been in an endless source of controversy of late, particularly after he went on several anti-Semitic rants in October. Brands including Adidas and Balenciaga cut ties with Ye amid the debacle, bringing his estimated net worth down from $1.5 billion to $400 million. In November, Ye claimed Adidas is suing him for $275 million. Yeah. This is not funny. Okay, wait. I gotta start over. Oh my God. Okay, in November. In November, Ye claimed Adidas is suing him for $275 million of his remaining net worth. This was after Ye announced on October 25th that he was ending their partnership. Adidas declined to comment on Ye's claim. The IRS did not immediately respond to insiders' request for a comment. Okay, look, that's the article. Like, dude. Excuse me. Listen. If Kanye, now this is alleged. I don't know. Okay. But allegedly, George Floyd's family is going after Kanye West for $200 million for saying that George basically killed himself. Okay. He toe tagged himself. That's what he said. So if they're coming for $200 million, Adidas is coming for $275 million, and the IRS wants $50 million. Well, let's do the math. Kanye West has $400 million, quote unquote. Okay, we already know $50 million that gone. The IRS getting their shit. I don't get no damn what you talking about. If you owe the IRS $50 million, bro, you might as well just go and count that as gone. Okay, so now we working with $350 million. All right, so let's just get that out the way. The IRS say you owe them $50 million, they taking it. Even if they lying, you gonna pay it. Okay, now $275 million that he's saying that Adidas want. All right, that would leave, if we take 275 from 350, bitch, we gonna do this. We gonna do the long math. Okay, that leaves you $75 million. Yes, that leaves you $75 million. Okay, $75 million. Now let's say that George Floyd's family wins this $200 million lawsuit against Kanye. If you subtract 200 million from 75 million, you got negative 125 million. So this is, see, this is the reason why black women have been trying to warn black men about them running around here talking crazy, acting crazy, and pretending like they don't know why these women of these other nationalities want to be with them. Okay? Because if all of this happens the way that it looked like it's gonna happen, because Ye running around here running that mouth that he don't know how to control, okay? He's gonna be negative $125 million if these three things happen. One of them for sure. If he's being honest about owing the IRS $50 million, he definitely gonna pay that. The $275 million, I believe Adidas is gonna get it, just simply because he done fucked around and disrespected the people, the Jays that own all of this stuff. Okay, I believe they gonna get it. That's my belief though. And if George Floyd and them family get the $200 million, which I think they gonna grant to them because they really trying to make a lesson out of his ass. Okay, he's gonna be negative $125 million. This is a surefire way to ruin your life, your brand, and pretty much they could pretty much have their way with you at this point. Because once that happens, what else do you really have to live for? I want to know. Because most of y'all will just toe tag yourself. Let me say this, right? A lot of you guys watch me. You watch Cynthia G. You guys have heard, a lot of you, not everybody, but a lot of you have heard black male worship. And a lot of you get triggered when you hear black male worship. A lot of you are in denial. Some people like to fight about it. Some people like to curse people out and say that we don't love ourselves and we're hurt and we don't like black men and all this other stuff, right? But let me tell you something. Black women, when you worship men that who don't deserve any worship, okay? They don't deserve it. In my video that I did a while back called Are Black Men Capable of Leading Us? It'll tell you very clearly what the hell is going on with these men. It'll tell you very, very clearly. But when you choose to ignore the fact that these men need discipline, when you choose to ignore that, and they go and they take that haughty ego over to other nationalities of women, I'm going to tell you what happens. A lot of times when black men date white women, they think that whatever privilege that white woman has, they're entitled to it. That's what they believe. You can see it in their demeanor, the way they talk to you, the way they act, the way they treat black people, the way they behave, how they're haughty, how they have their head all up in the air like they think, bro, just because you lay up with somebody that ain't got no color in their body, no melanin, that don't make you have the same privilege as them. And I'm going to tell you what happened with Kanye. Not only did Kanye go and switch teams, but he went and got with one of the most powerful white women in hip hop. That's what he did. Kim K is like responsible for a lot of things that happens in the black community. She is. Even though I don't think she should be, but the whole BBL movement, she played a gigantic, humongous role in that, her and her sisters. Okay, a lot of stuff. Okay, the lip plumpers. She played a role in it going viral the way that it is, right? She gets a lot of credit where she doesn't need it, but she plays a humongous, gigantic role in a lot of the things that happens in the black community, in the hip hop world. Okay, so what happened is not only did Kanye get with a white woman, but he got with a powerful white woman. An influential white woman, a white woman that a lot of black women unfortunately look up to for advice and everything else. Okay, looks, all that. Even though she's trying to look like your ass. Okay, but when he switched teams, he went and laid up with a woman who actually has white power, white privilege. Kim K does. She is a white woman. Okay, he thought that he should be treated the way that she is treated. He thought that he could go to her granddad and her uncles and her friends and her family and tell them, hey, you're going to accept me into your J Club because I'm married to Kim K. I made babies that have half your blood and DNA in it. in them. I am a billionaire too. It's almost like he was saying, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. He got successful. He got bunches and bunches and bunches of money. He made her successful. He had those babies with her. He made sure he set that lady up for life. And in his mind, while he lay in there pillow talking with this white woman, and she expressing herself, oh, I'm going to fucking tell that motherfucker that he can kiss my ass and he can do this and he can do that. Well, this is a woman of no color. She can talk to her people like that. You can't do that, Kanye. You can't go get up on no public platform and tell these folks that they finna respect you as a J and think they not finna destroy your entire life. Are you crazy? Don't you see how fast everybody else apologized? You see how fast Nick Cannon was a J for a week? Before he was up there slobbing the knob of Bradley and them, apologizing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here's the thing though, right? Like for real. A lot of them don't understand how dangerous going switching teams is. Now, first of all, I'm going to be honest. In the condition that black men are, I welcome the rest of the women to come and get them. You can have them. Okay? Most of them ain't worth the L in their blood, in their body. I promise you it ain't. They ain't. But for the most part, what a lot of black men will do, they'll go into these industries, music, comedy, hip hop, whatever that has something to do with Hollywood, Hollyweird, whatever you guys want to call it, right? They'll go into these industries and they go and they learn what's really going on. They know it's sick. They know what it requires. Excuse me. A lot of them know that they have to sacrifice people. A lot of them have blood on their hands. A lot of them know what is required to get into this industry. A lot of them know that in those interracial relationships that they're in, they're miserable. Those women are talking to them crazy, dominating them, treating them like shit, talking to them like shit, going all upside their head. But they'll stay silent as long as they're benefiting from it. As long as they feel like they're getting something from it, they'll shut up. They'll take the abuse. They'll take whatever comes with it. But then as soon as they get their little feelings hurt, okay, because soon as Kim said, fuck you, I'm going to go get with Pete Davidson, okay, somebody with way less money than you, and he's a white man, a man of no color, okay, and I'm going to let you know that I can go back to my community whenever I want with your black kids. That's when he went to acting a damn fool, okay? That's when Kanye went to acting a fool. Because what Kanye doesn't know is, just because your white woman have power, that don't mean you have it. She can't get you in the J Club, buddy. As a matter of fact, she's not even welcome in the J Club unless her mama is one, according to them. And see, these men, they'll get beside themselves. And they start to think, oh, well, if she can go to some big high executive meeting and tell these white men to kiss her ass, I should have that privilege too. You don't have that privilege, homie. You can't go and talk to these people the way you want to talk to them when you done set you and your people, okay, the men, because this is a patriarch, y'all done sat here, sucked cock, let them buck break you, let them take your money, take your buttocks, conquer you, conquer your women, conquer your children, take your land, take everything, and all you do is sit up on YouTube and complain all fucking day. Oh, they stole our land. Oh, they beat our back. Oh, we picked cotton. Oh, we built this country. Oh, we did this and oh, we did that. What a lot of you will not admit, a lot of those people that were enslaving you were your own people. It's records. Go to the Library of Congress and go pay for the fucking records and read them. There's a lot of information out there where people assume that people were Caucasians, but they weren't. When those boats showed up to those places to trade, buy, sell, and trade goods, those Caucasian men didn't get off those boats and run and go chase those Africans down. No. They pulled up to the shore, they made their exchanges, and they left. So if it was people on the boat, somebody gave them to him. Huh? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's real. Let's talk about what's real. Okay, let's be honest here. These men, black men, are so treasonous that they can betray one another. But yet, when it comes to them coming against black women, they'll unite just to drag you down. They not going to tell you that those people that was putting those people on those boats, and it was not millions like they claimed. It wasn't. Okay? It was not. There was millions already in America. Okay? It was full of dark people. And it still is. Okay? They didn't have to go and bring no bunch of black folks over here. They didn't. We were already here. Okay? We were already here. We've always been here. All right? But this dude thinks, and a lot of black men tend to think this way. They think that they can go and date a white woman with power, and because she can walk into a meeting and tell white men to kiss her ass, okay, and there's no consequence for her, they think that means that they have this power too. And they don't. The worst thing that a white woman can do to a black man is to get in a relationship with him and let him attend these big celebrity meetings and things that go on behind the scenes, or any type of meetings for that matter, business or whatever, with them. Because these men think that because she's white, that means he's powerful, and it does not. It does not. This man sat here and admitted that he can't even count $1 billion. He had to reach out to his finance people to ask them how much he owed in taxes. Why does somebody who was just a billionaire, a month ago, not know that he owes taxes? Why do he not know how much? Why do he not know that not paying taxes is tax evasion and he can be thrown in prison for that? Why? So basically, they could have just took your money whenever they wanted anyway. You would have known it was gone. Because, bitch, you can't count. That's what you said. That's what you said. That's what Ye said. Ye said he can't count. Ye said he can't count, y'all. The billionaire can't count. See, and this is annoying to me, right? Because mixed people do this shit too. Mixed people think that, oh, my mom's white, so I can go around and treat black people the way that my mom treats black people. I can go around and treat black people the way that my grandmother treats black people. No, boo, you gonna have the black experience. You might get a little bit of privilege in the black community, right? Because you probably a preference looking. But in real life, boo, no. You don't get that privilege. I've never understood racist mixed people. I've seen a lot of them. I've never understood that. Why are you racist when if the cops pull you over, they'll give you 18 to the back too? Like, what? Bradley them don't give a damn that your mama white? He don't care. And when I say that black men have failed the community in a plethora of ways, it's not just the abandonment of their children, which is one of the most hugest problems that we have in the black community, of them not taking care of their offspring, not being protectors, not being providers. Another very serious issue that we have amongst black men, they are liars. They are liars. They will not tell these young men that these women that they go to, these other nationalities of women, are abusive. They won't tell them that these women will cheat on them at the drop of a dime. They won't tell them that a lot of these women are abusive. They won't keep it real until they get mad. Soon as something don't work in their favor. Soon as they don't get their way. Soon as somebody want to break up with them. Soon as somebody don't want to deal with them no damn more. Then, oh, here we go. The gloves are off. Oh, let me tell you about all the times he or she went upside my head. Let me tell you about how many times this person called me the N-word. Let me tell you about how many times they treated me bad. Let me tell you. It's like, you can't wait until you done sat here and stood up in front of the world for all these years with this woman on your arm, calling her pure. She's like the Virgin Mary, got her dressed in all of these holy garments, all white, like everybody ain't seen her with her pussy wide open, mouth wide open, taking cock in every hole. Okay, you done cleaned up her image, turned her into this pure Christian woman where she running around here talking about creating her own church and all this other shit. And then you get to stand up here and try to demonize her like everybody ain't gonna be looking at you like you crazy. Everybody gonna be looking at you like, oh, okay, so now she ain't pure no more because she ain't fucking with you like that. Because she got a new boyfriend, now she ain't pure no more. Oh, so because she won't take you back, now she a hoe. Oh, because she won't let you do what you want to do with her children. Because they ain't showing. Them ain't black children. Whatever they mama is, that's what they is. Ask the J's. Since you want to be one so damn bad. Kanye. But now she don't want to fuck with you no more. Now all of a sudden, she's nasty. You believe she cheated on you throughout the whole relationship. Oh, let me tell you how you know it's something going on in his head. This man is sitting down and having meetings with very, very powerful white men. And having conversations with these men about running for president as if he's a member of their group. He really believes that Donald Trump is fucking with him like that. He believes that this anti-Semitic dude, I forgot what his name was, that he went and had the meeting with Donald Trump with. He believes that these people look at him as if he's some fucking body. And I don't know, maybe he needs to be taken down a peg or two. Maybe he needs to understand that, dude, just because you lay up with a powerful white woman don't make you powerful. Just because she pushes out 4 of your babies doesn't mean you can come into a meeting with white men and tell them that they're going to respect you as something that they've never seen you as. They see you, Caucasian men see you as weak. First of all, you sacrificed your mama, bro. You were willing to let your mother go for this lifestyle. So, how much more treasonous do you have to be to do that? Eminem hate his mama and he ain't even sacrifice her. Guess who he did sacrifice though? His black best friend. Allegedly. These men are looking at you. Look at the way that you black men talk about the women who give birth to you. Look at the way that you treat them. Look at your community. Y'all really think these people trust y'all? Black men, y'all for real? Y'all really think they finna let y'all into the J Club? Y'all really think that they not finna fight y'all? Y'all think they not gonna take y'all wealth and give that shit to charity? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just trying to figure out, like, when y'all sitting by yourself, right? And y'all be with y'all white women and shit. Like, what do y'all be thinking about? What be going on through y'all brain? Do y'all be saying, yeah? Because I'm going to tell you what it seemed like. It seemed like y'all be sitting there and y'all be like, yeah, I finally got me one. Shoot, I done got me this white girl. Okay, yeah. So these motherfuckers got to respect me now. They got to look at me like I'm somebody now. They got to put some respect on my name now. Because it seemed like that's what y'all, maybe that's what y'all be thinking, but no. They say if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. And there's a whole bunch of books that tell you that a man can only be as powerful as his women. So even if, let's say, for instance, all the black men in the whole wide world didn't like black women. Let's say all of them didn't. I know that's not true, but let's just hypothetically speak and say that all black men don't. None of them like black women. Let's just say that. And they all said, "Fuck that. We finna go and kick it with somebody else. We gonna go be with somebody else. We gonna be with Ming Ling and you know, Becky and whoever else, Maria. We getting the hell away from these black women." If they decide to do that, and black women never gain any power, which I very seriously doubt that will happen. I believe black women are going to be more powerful than they ever could imagine. Okay, and they are. Okay, because everybody else seems to understand that everybody comes from black women except for black men. Okay, but let's say black women never gained any power. Black women never got from on the bottom of society. Black women never, you know, and we are on the bottom. If your man on the bottom, you on the bottom, right? You only as powerful as your women are, right? Let's say they never got any power. What exactly do these black men think they're giving to these biracial children? What kind of power and wealth are you transferring to them if you're going, okay, as a black man? Now, this is logic, okay? If you say your seed, whatever you touch is black, okay? Let's think about this. Let's think about this logically. Whatever you touch is black. Whatever the black man put his penis in and give birth is black. So let's say you only have children with white women, Spanish women, and Asian women. Then by default, because you had the child with her, it still makes your sons and daughters black, right? According to y'all. If that's the case, would those biracial boys and girls still not be on the bottom of society because they're considered black? Or does the little pinch of white that's in them make it different? Somebody help me. Because y'all acting like having babies with somebody that ain't pure 100% black means something. Your children are still having a black experience. They're not good enough for white society and they're not good enough for black society. Either way, they don't fit in nowhere. They still black. So according to societal laws. So what exactly are you solving by doing what you're doing? I need to know. I want someone to explain it to me because I don't understand. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being really, really serious. What is that? Because, dude, they're still black, right? Ain't that what y'all said? And then y'all get mad when people like me and Cynthia G get up and say, hey, look, maybe the biracial people need to go and establish their own thing. It actually will help them. It will help them to have their own thing. Because then they can say, okay, well, we ain't black, so you can't put us on the bottom, motherfucker. They like put us in the middle or some shit, right? At least they could establish some kind of place in society. But if you pop out your mama and you got a black daddy and a white mama and you still considered black, then you automatically get thrown to the bottom of society. Like, I want to know what it solves. I need to know, what does interracial dating solve? What does it mean for your children? If the black men that these women are giving birth to their children, if they have no power, no way to protect you, and any wealth that they do have, they can take it from them. They can go right up and say, oh, okay, you got $1.5 billion. Not no more. Not no more. You're going to learn to watch your fucking mouth. You're going to learn. You're going to learn. You don't say that. You don't talk to me that way. You don't do that. No, I'm going to take it from you. If that is the man that you want to lay up and have children with, what I want to know from Becky, Ming Ling, and Maria, the ones who love them some black men, what are you people solving by doing this? You're mating. I can see doing the bang, bang, bang. I get it. Doing this, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay? That makes sense. Because scientifically, yes, black men is packing. Okay? For the most part. Not all of them. But yes, they bigger than everybody else. So I get that. But having a baby, bitch? Are y'all crazy? Look, I'm going to tell you what. I ain't mad at you. Do you? Do you? Because I'm a black woman, I feel like my children was supposed to be black. Of course, when I got pregnant with my children, I didn't know anything about the shit that I know now. But I feel like my children should be black. Because, especially at the time, I'm black. So the shit makes sense in my brain at the time, right? Now, had I known what I know now, I would not have any children. I would not. I would not have any children. And I fought with having children even when I found out I was pregnant. I was in my brain because something spiritually was telling me, don't do that. But I did it. Okay. But yeah, I wouldn't have any children. I definitely wouldn't have mixed children. I would not do that. I would not do that. Because black and white still can't even figure out how to go to a picnic together without, you know what I'm saying? We can't even figure out how to drive down the motherfucking street without getting toe tagged by, you know what I'm saying? Like, the black and white thing just don't make sense to me. I don't get it. So I wouldn't have no kids. I wouldn't have any children. I would be a motherless, a childless woman is what I would be. I would not have children. But I'm trying to figure it out for the life of me. What exactly, what are y'all doing? What is this solving? What is interracially dating and giving birth to interracial children? What does that solve? How is it helping the offspring? How is it helping the community? What is it doing for you except making you feel good in the moment because you can sleep with a woman that everybody told you was forbidden? And for the women too, the white women. What is it doing for you? And then getting up, black women are jealous. No, we ain't, girl. Girl, listen. Ever since my virginity broke, I've been having black men. Girl, you ain't getting nothing. I know shit you don't know. I could never be jealous. Because I know a lot of things about them that you will never know. They'll tell me things that they'll never tell you. Only thing they're going to tell you about me is, she loud. Oh, she fat. Oh, she won't submit. Oh, she stupid. Oh, she a bitch. That's what they're going to tell you about me. I raised men. I got one up on your ass. Okay? But for real, this is why it is so damn dangerous for any woman to be with or worshiping a black man. I do not feel like black men deserve to be having children with any nationality of woman. They need to be on the biggest punishment that exists on the planet. Meaning no one should be giving birth to black men's children until A, they clean up their community. Because listen, if the black community was together, if it was safe, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going to be crime, no matter what community you in or whatever, what have you. It's going to be shit that's going to go on in every community. But for the most part, if it was safe, if it was protected, if black men had any type of power, if they had their own businesses, the community was thriving, I would be like, you know what? Whoever the hell want to date black men, go for it. I understand. But because of the condition of the black community, and because of their treason, and because they are known for abandoning their children, and because they're so damn disrespectful to the women that bring them to earth, I think any woman in her right mind should be thinking to herself, I probably should not be giving birth to this man's children. Fetish all you want. Sleep with him all the fuck you want. But I just don't. I got fixed when I was 23. I was 23 years old when I decided I was never going to have another child, ever. That's really young to decide that you're never going to have children again. Something in my spirit told me that, dude, this is it. This is it. And I think that if people stop behaving off impulse and really start to think, really start to pay attention what's going on, they can see very clearly what's happening here. Okay? Like I said before on my other Kanye video, Kanye is being checked. And he doesn't know his place. So Bradley and them is putting him in his place. And they're assuring him and reassuring him over and over again that, dude, you don't have the same privilege as Caucasian people. Yeah, you can go jump in the bed with them. You can marry them. You can turn them into billionaires if you want. But that ain't good enough to get no J-Pass, homeboy. So Kanye just went from a net worth of 1.5. I also saw 1.8. So let's say 1.5, between $1.8 billion a month ago, to now allegedly negative $125 million if all of this shit go down. This is about to be something to see. And see, this is the reason why I question people who call Kanye a genius. If a man can behave the way Kanye is behaving, lose everything, you sacrificed everything for this life. And then you jeopardize it all trying to prove a point to who? Because you damn sure ain't trying to prove nothing to us. You're trying to prove something to them. You're trying to prove something to them, the people who won't let you in the J Club. That's who you're trying to prove a point. Okay? That's what you're trying to do. So, if all of this happens and Kanye becomes a negative multimillionaire, I wonder what people will be saying then. Because everyone is calling him a genius. And in my mind, geniuses don't operate this way. This isn't genius behavior. Once you get the bag, you secure the bag. You protect the bag. You don't stand up and run your mouth until you're a negative multimillionaire because you're trying to prove a point that you'll never prove. Even if every single black man in the United States of America stood up behind you, Kanye, I guarantee you, before you get done marching or preaching or whatever you're going to do, one of them will have a knife in your back. Probably several of them. Your brothers in arms are not trustworthy. You know, this is interesting. I would say sad, but I don't feel like it is. This man said he didn't know what to do with the money, y'all. Look at the black community. I could think of a million things he could have did with it. I could think of a million things he could have done with that money that could have helped his community. But it's very obvious. He has made it very clear that he's not concerned with what's going on in the black community. Because if he was, he would have poured into it. And he's from Chicago. One of the communities that need the most help from anybody who will give it. I mean, you're Kanye West. You're from Chicago. You have all these celebrities, all these men that you have access to. I mean, you didn't gather all your buddies together and say, hey, man, let's go to Chicago. Let's go help some of these young boys. You didn't have to go to the gangbangers. You could have went to the young kids, go to the elementary schools. You ain't do none of that. You ain't gonna buy them kids some shoes. You ain't gonna pay some rent. You ain't gonna buy some appliances, buy some school clothes, build a community center. Oh, yeah. Open up a school. You couldn't think of nothing. An after school workshop to teach little boys trades and shit so they don't have to be on the streets gangbanging. You couldn't think of nothing? Like you couldn't think of nothing? Okay. All right, y'all say he a genius. All right. Well, look, I'm going by what y'all say. I'm gonna sit back and see what geniuses do. Cause I know some people that I think is really smart, and I ain't never seen them do this here. And don't nobody call them no damn geniuses either. So, okay. I'll see y'all in the next one, child. Later.